And Aaron Jones, I mean, it's like deja vu, Joey, because a lot of the numbers are telling me that he is not a phenomenal cash play, but the thought of fading two hyper-talented running backs against the Texans in back-to-back weeks, it just has me sick to my stomach. I can just feel if I were to fade Aaron Jones, he would be very likely to drop another 40 bomb on my head, just like Derrick Henry did last week. But the numbers, Joey, I mean, there are legitimate concerns, in my opinion, with Aaron Jones in terms of his floor, because although he's averaging 23.6 fantasy points per game, he's actually only had over 23 points in one spot in his blow-up game against Detroit. Other than that, it's been 22 points or under. He's had under 20 points in 3 out of his 5 games. He's played on under 60% of snaps in 4 out of his 5 games. And to me, that is just a recipe for fade at a high ownership and a guy who's in a defined committee, especially with a guy like Jamal Williams, who has a good chance to siphon off receiving work, despite Aaron Jones being a phenomenal pass catcher. So, I mean, are these concerns overblown? Should Aaron Jones just be, as much of a lock as Alvin Kamara, if not more? Or are we kind of overvaluing matchup?
Yeah, that's a loaded question, Ben. And I think my thought process on this is Aaron Jones is still averaging 18 touches per game, 18.6 to be exact. He has no game with less than 2 catches. So you're getting a 2 catch floor, and he has multiple games with 4 or more receptions. So I like his receiving floor. I like his talent as a running back. And I think there needs to be context in these games. Like against the Bucks, they were getting blown out, so he got taken out. Against the Falcons, they were blowing out the Falcons, so they ran Jamal Williams more. Week 1, they were blowing out the Vikings, so they ran Jamal Williams a little bit more. So we've seen Matt LaFleur take out Aaron Jones when the Packers have these games in control. Now, I will say the Texans aren't a good team, but I think they can keep this game close due to the talent that they have on their offense and with the Packers defense not being that good. So I would expect Aaron Jones to have a larger snap share in this matchup. I think they want him to be around 70%. I think that's the goal. But if he gets less, I think that's more because of the game script that the Packers get into is when he's less than 70%. But like I said, if he's still getting 18 to 20 touches, I don't think you can fade him at 7,200 just due to the matchup, due to his reception floor and his reception upside, and with him being probably a top 6 or top 7 running back in the NFL right now in terms of talent. I'm not fading Aaron Jones.